For those who don't know, Jason owns Sunrise Grocery. It's located just outside of Blairsville. It's been in the family for a long time. It's a really cool store. He's got all types of local wares inside, and of course, a beautiful gallery full of his slightly above average photography. And to be honest, I'm extremely jealous of his display space, but his work needs to be displayed for the public to see because it's truly beautiful. Here he is.
Hey, man.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Welcome to Sunrise Grocery.
Yes. Hey, man, what do you think? You want to take some pictures today?
Yeah, man. It's nice and cloudy, raining a little bit. You want to go to Helton Creek?
Let's do it.
Cool.
All right, Jason and I are heading down to Helton Creek Falls. It is not much of a hike, so I'm not going to even pretend like this is a difficult outing for us.
We've been hiking for 2 hours.
So anyway, we are hoping, we've got good light. Not good light for an astro workshop that we're supposed to be teaching in about 4 hours. So we're gonna cross our fingers that it clears up before then. But since it's overcast right now, we're gonna take advantage of it and see what we can get at this extremely popular location here in North Georgia. Hopefully it's not gonna be too terribly crowded. So this waterfall actually consists of 2 separate falls. One is much steeper than the other. They're both pretty, but there's one that I think is more photogenic, and that's what we're heading to right now. I've photographed this place a lot of times, and it's always interesting to try to get something new. So for my first composition, I was trying to incorporate these fallen trees. I thought they could be interesting. I particularly really like the root structure of this one. So I set my tripod up, and then I kind of moved my camera around, composing through the viewfinder, trying to find what I thought would be the best composition. And once I found it, I located my tripod to that spot and set my camera up. This is a trick that I use all of the time when I'm just not quite sure what composition I want to go with. The spray was kind of heavy that day. I was pretty close to the fall and it was flowing pretty well, so I had to keep wiping the lens and then taking a picture and then wiping the lens. But you can see the root structure there, very, very dark compared to the very, very bright. And while I think it has potential, it just wasn't working for me. I don't like the other smaller fallen tree to the left that kind of ends at the fallen tree that's leaning against the falls. It all just kind of looks too geometric to me. It doesn't flow in a natural way, and I just wasn't really happy with this image, but I still wanted to share it with you all. So I'm quite literally standing in a rhododendron right now because it is the only spot that I could find that allowed me to compose this waterfall using rhododendrons to kind of frame it. So I'm using these above the camera to create kind of an upper frame to the shot. I've photographed this waterfall so many times from so many different compositions that every time I come back, I challenge myself to do something different, do something I haven't done before, and see if it pays off. So after walking around for a while with my camera and framing a lot of shots, this is the one that I came up with. I'm not positive that I'll like it. I won't really know till I get it back up on the screen, but it is a bit different. It's not your prototypical photograph of Helton Creek Falls, and so I think it at least has some potential. It was worth trying for sure. So the reason why I like this composition is I love the way the water splits on either side of this rock right here. And so I think that might help create leading lines kind of from both sides of the frame at the bottom on up towards the waterfall off in the distance. So I'm going to see kind of what it looks like back on my laptop, but so far this might be my favorite of the day. Out now. I took 3 different photos. I'm not sure. The last one has the most potential. It's a different composition than I've ever tried there. It definitely has kind of a strong foreground. So it might turn out. But it's always fun to come into Helton Creek Falls. It's a beautiful place. There's people around. It's very rare you're going to get it without anybody. But it's worth it. And if you're patient, just allow people to come in, take their picture and leave. You can usually get something pretty decent. So I'm hoping that's what happened with me.